What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful Sunday evening. Listen, so Joy Chavis has been on my timeline pretty much all day, right? And she says that she is tired of taking care of not one, not two, but three children by herself. But here's my question, right? These children aren't just by your average everyday Joe Blow. These children are fathered by Bow Wow, Future, and the third father is, hold on, what's his name? Oh, Trevon Diggs, who was in the NFL, and his brother Stefan is currently dating Cardi B. Okay, so every single one of these men are multimillionaires. Um, that's my question. Like, why are you not at the courthouse? Why were you not at the courthouse even before the baby was born? Babies were born. Why are they not paying you child support? It says right there on the right, it says, Joy Chavis does not receive formal child support from Bow Wow or Future despite having children with both. She has stated that she manages finances for their children independently and that Bow Wow provides for their daughter, Shy, on an as needed basis. She has also mentioned that she works and does not rely on child support. My question is why? Okay, um, I'm confused. I'm gonna let you guys hear from her and then I'll give commentary as to my thoughts because, again, I never understand why mothers don't use the court systems to help them out um, if they're struggling, right? I mean, if you got the coins or if you and the father have worked out some kind of plan, then that's completely, your prerogative. And if it works best for you and your child, that's great. But if the mother is struggling and the men are multimillionaires, the math is not mathing and make it make sense. But I'm gonna let you guys hear from her.
Like, it's like having two kids is one thing. Having three is like having 10. The babies is where they at. I need a break. Shy's with her dad. Hendrix is with mom. It's so hard to like manage a business and make sure I'm overseeing that Instagram. So stop having good one. Shut up. You'll be tired without kids. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, so she said that Shy's with her dad, which we saw at the BET Awards, and she actually got a lot of flack from that as well, because Shy's outfit, I guess, was a little too short, or the side was cut out, or something. And instead of attacking Bow Wow, who was standing right beside her, her father, they were going after Joy. So Joy, made another separate video about that she didn't see her daughter beforehand. If she was there, she would have went to Macy's and got some safety pins and made some adjustments. But if her father is standing literally right there beside her with the mic in his hand and he didn't say anything, then it is what it is, I guess. um but it's unfortunate because Shy, the daughter, said that she even felt uncomfortable when she was like trying to hold her the side of her dress together. So I feel like, I wish she would have spoken up and said, Dad, I need some safety pins, or, can you take me to the wardrobe? Because I'm sure they had stylists there at the BET Awards. Okay, so moving on. Then she also says that, she feels like having two kids is one thing, but having three is the same as 10. I don't know. And she said at the end, because somebody said, well, if you're tired, stop having them. She's like, ha ha ha, shut up. She's like, people are tired without kids. Listen, I can absolutely attest to that, okay? Because the single life is, I mean, there's absolutely, perks and bonuses, pros and cons. Sometimes you get baby fever, but other times you be working hard and, you just be real tired at the end of the day. However, she knows better than anyone, right? She said that having two is one thing, but having three is the same as having like 10. So she's feeling overwhelmed. And my thing is like, I don't understand why she's not getting more financial support from these men. Like, you have given them heritage, a legacy, a bloodline, right? A lineage. And she says the Bow Wow steps up, on an as needed basis. Well, you need rest. And having, like, a nanny or someone around that can help you with your children will provide you that. And I don't understand why she has not taken Future or Trevon Diggs, who plays in the NFL, to court to help that. Because listen, you can't be a present mother or a good parent to your child if you're feeling overwhelmed and tired all the time. Everyone needs help. It literally takes a village. And I don't even have kids, and I understand that. So I don't understand why she's not doing what she needs to do. I mean, I always wondered that about Sierra as well. Just a side note, right? Because Sierra also has, her oldest, Future Junior from Future, and when you guys know the meme when I forget who the journalist was, or what, where they were from. I want to say maybe, like, I don't know. I don't want to try to guess. But they asked her about Future and co-parenting situation. She just starts laughing, Sierra. She's like, ha, 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 ha. She just laughs for a good, like, 30 seconds, and it became a meme. Um, I don't understand why, even though, Russell Wilson, I mean, he got it. I know Sierra, she does her thing as well, as an entertainer. They have the means and the resources, but Future needs to pay for his children. I'm telling y'all, that boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. Like, I honestly do not understand. Kim Kardashian, right? Who is a billionaire with a B. Her sister is a billionaire as well. Shout out to her lip kits. But she gets paid six figures a month from Kanye. I believe it's one of the largest child support settlements in history, if not the largest, right, for their children. Kim has the means. She has the support system, right? She's always surrounded by family. She has nannies. And she still has Kanye pay her. Kanye, well, he used to be a billionaire. I don't think he is anymore. But he's paying for his children. I don't understand why, if you're having children with these men, and listen, even if they're not, multimillionaires, which every single one of the father of her children, they have the resources, they have the means, they have the finances to help you out. I don't understand why she is so opposed to using the court system to help her children. The money would not even necessarily be for her. That's what I don't understand. You can't take care of your kids if you're burnt out, mamas. Like, you can't be a present mother. If she's saying, I feel like having 3 children is the same or the equivalent as having like 10 children, and you're not, getting any type of financial assistance from Future or Trayvon, and Bow Wow pays on an as is, or whenever he feels like it, that's unacceptable. You're doing your children a disservice, and then your children have to suffer for that. That's negligence, in my opinion. Okay, I don't understand why women would choose to not only cause their own suffering and pain and anguish, but also to that of children. Them kids didn't ask to be here. And Future has been, in my opinion, he's gotten away with way too much. Sierra should have been, getting him for his coins with little Future. Joy needs to be getting him, for his coins with it. Because then, if men are, have some kind of accountability or some kind of fiscal responsibility, then they'll think twice about going out and creating all these broken homes, you know? Like, I mean, Nick Cannon, I don't know if Mariah Carey, got financial support from Nick or not. She doesn't necessarily need it. But Mariah is no fool out here, so she probably, has. But Nick having 12 kids, and they're like, oh, well, well, he can pay for them. Okay, but you can't be there as a father to raise these children up in the way that they should go. Like, these are human beings, y'all. These are children who need both parents. And if you can't be there, physically as a father, you at the very least should provide financially for your child. That's what it means to be a man. And then what's blowing my mind is these men, they got it. They're multimillionaires. Every single one of these men that she has had these children with are multi-millionaires. And the only one that she says that helps on sometimes is Bow Wow. The absolute lies you tell. That to me is a moral, or I shouldn't even say moral, but it's a failing on your part, Joy. Hold these men accountable. Y'all are parents, and these children need you. And I'm like, I just, it's so frustrating sometimes because my heart goes out to the kids, to be honest. And I'm sure the kids I'm sure they'll be fine. I hope they'll be fine. Um, but it's like when you know that your parent is neglecting their responsibility, that's really painful. That's something that the child, has to deal with, not only financially, right? That they don't have their father around physically, but also, what it does to their psyche and their sense of self worth. It's just disappointing all the way around. I really hope that Joy has somebody in her life. Maybe she's read an IG comment or five, but somebody can get through to her, whether it's on IG, some, girlfriend, some family member, some, somebody, Sierra, somebody, right? She Sierra over here trying to get Jim Jones to marry Chrissy. I made a video about it, but that's been a 20-year man. But they're both grown. I don't even think they have kids together. She needs to be hollering at Joy because she knows who Future is and how, you know, I guess just stingy he is, right? With not wanting to take care of his kids. But tell Joy and Sierra, they both need to go after Future. Because I feel like that's the only way some people learn is if you hit their pockets. You know what I mean? Like it just, Target out here having all kind of ads with all kind of black people and, targeting social media influencers trying to win the black community. And it's like I haven't spent money in Target since even before the boycott. I just didn't realize, um, how well we're powerful as a collective, right? Um, but yeah, I feel like that's the only way some people learn. That was my original point. I feel like once you hit people in the pockets, whether it's lawsuits, whether it's whatever, but these are human beings, these are babies, these are children. They need to be supported. Not just financially, but they need that money. And Joy, you need that money so that you can hire someone, whether it, even a babysitter or somebody, a nanny would be nice because they got it. But if you can't get a babysitter because you said you needed a break, even if you take, just a spa day, a couple hours to relax, to get a massage, a facial, whatever, you need that time and you need that help, that assistance. You didn't bring these children into the world by yourself. You can't raise them by yourself. You can't do it alone. So, yeah, and it's like like with the whole Target corporation, with some men, with a lot of people, to be honest. That's why when you run a stop sign or get a ticket or whatever, you usually have to pay a fine because that is some kind of financial responsibility that will hopefully deter you from doing it again. I feel like if Sierra would have went after Future, of other women go after Future financially, he'll think twice about creating this multitude of broken homes And we won't have, all these children out here without a father and without financial assistance. That's crazy to me. Not one, not two, but three multimillionaire men who are not paying anything. Girl, that's on you. And like I said, I really hope somebody can, wake her up, snap some sense into her, and get her to take these men to court. And I'm so serious, all three of them. Anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you later. Take care, Aces. Bye.